Welcome to the Nerds of the Round Table, where we give you info on Marvel, and the greatest Marvel in the universe. My name's King Tut, and with me, as always,
it's Nails. Welcome back to Nerds of the Round Table, where we talk about Marvel.
We are getting into episode 3 of Moon Knight. And this is getting crazy.
Yeah, this stuff is getting crazy. We got a few crazy things we noticed in this episode that we want to break down for y'all. So, we're going to start out with the history of Mark Spector a little bit here. At the beginning of the episode, Layla is with her mom, who's making her a fake ID, which is crazy. And Layla's dad is mentioned, and it seems like Layla's dad was an archaeologist of some kind. In the comic books, Layla's actually like kind of a stand-in for this person called Marlene, who's Moon Knight's love interest. In the comics, Layla's dad is the lead archaeologist when Moon Knight gets his powers. So Raoul Bushman, who we've been talking about, turns on the group and kills Layla's dad, then kills everybody else in the group and beats Mark Spector to death. And Marlene, is the only one that survives this whole ordeal. And Moon Knight, obviously. But, so that's pretty interesting. So maybe they're going to go into like a little bit more of the backstory in the next episode, and maybe we'll get a little taste of like what actually happened, how Mark was involved. Maybe Layla wasn't there, and that's why she doesn't know how her dad died. Because it seems like Mark has a little bit of guilt there with her dad dying and shit. So, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, it kind of seems like she's looking for answers that Mark has, but doesn't want to give her. And that she doesn't want to really pry at, because she knows what's going to be there anyway.
Layla mentions that she's also been to Madripoor in this episode, which is crazy because, as we know, Madripoor was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Madripoor has a lot of connections to mutants. So that was where we were hoping to see Wolverine, but didn't end up seeing Wolverine at all, or any mutants at all, to be honest.
It's fine.
You know, they're playing the slow game.
Very fucking slow. But you know what? Turtle wins the race.
And then we got to get on to Midnight Man, R.I.P. Gaspard again.
R.I.P. Gaspard. He comes in and kills it. Solid 20-minute scene. I didn't expect anything less than that. It's beautiful. He obviously isn't Midnight Man yet, but his demeanor definitely going for, like, the second he noticed the power that Arthur Harrow was showing off or offering in a way, he was encaptured by it, and it's definitely going to be taking that power for himself. Hopefully. My other theory is that he was just killed off during that episode, and that's why we see him ride off on the horse, possibly dead. We don't see anything that happens, but they say in memoriam to Gaspard at the end. So
yeah, could possibly be his last episode. Who knows? I'm hoping it's not, but
I'm hoping it's not.
R.I.P. But also, I wanted to point out real quick that the reason, for those who don't know, why he's called Midnight Man is because he, for 22 days, robbed multiple places at the hour of midnight.
And then something I have been waiting for since Loki episode 3. There 2. I'm sorry, 2. Rama Tut has been spotted, folks. Has finally been spotted on the back of the little child who thought he could go hand to hand with Moon Knight, aka Mark Spector, and clearly got trashed. Anyway, with that kind of Easter egg showing up on the back of his jacket, it makes me think that Ammit is not in control. I mean, and we've kind of speculated how we think Harrow's a little bit more in control than leads on, because even when he is testing people on the scale of Cyrus, right?
Yeah. No, the scale of Ammit. It's her scale.
In the Marvel universe. Anyway.
True.
I won't go into my actual Egyptian lore. The scale of Ammit, he used it once, or he's used it twice. He did it twice where we've seen the results. and we've seen the scale on his arm. He did it to Mark. We didn't see that, and then he just grabbed somebody's hand one time when he was able to kill them, not necessarily even giving them the scale. So he might just have this power overall, and not necessarily a power that was given to him by Ammit. I'm thinking Rama-Tut is controlling Ammit, and Arthur Harrow is the avatar that Rama-Tut found for Ammit, not the one that Ammit found. And Ammit is still trapped and is still working for Rama-Tut to ensure that that everything goes the same way it's supposed to go, because as we know, Rama-Tut is Franklin Richards, aka King Conqueror. So he's already got this all planned out in his head. It's supposed to go a certain way, and this is all just part of his plan. And he's gonna have to kill Moon Knight for it.
We shall see. That's true. Man, I'm just glad we finally got a freaking Easter egg.
Literally, I've been shitting myself through every fucking TV show.
I feel like, I just want to point out, I feel like it's less connective tissue than it has been in the past. I don't know. Do you feel like that, bro?
My first assumption spotting of him was in Loki when we see the Sphinx in the Dark Realm or wherever Loki shows up to. And we see the Sphinx, which, if it goes by correct in the comics, was Rama-Tut's transportation vehicle. It's how he traveled through different parallel universes, galaxies. So that was my first appearance, you could say, of him. And I thought that was pretty big, but it was never brought back to. There was nothing else ever relating to it. And then we see his face on the back of the jacket after we know Kang has been killed. And this is all after everything. This is the first time after everything that has happened after the ripple effect that we've seen Kang, him show up. So,
or does it also means that he has been to the past already in this universe, which is freaking crazy. So there is that possibility that, we have mutants coming in, so there is that possibility that he had an influence on Apocalypse this time, which is way better than that X-Men version.
Way better. Way better.
Man, I'm excited to see Kang. And I hope he's not dead in the next, whenever we, I hope he's not a one and done like they like to do. Jonathan Majors is young. Make that man work.
I think he's gonna get a good 90-day experience as each god type thing. Gonna get a little bit as each one. My current theory on that is that Rama-Tut came back, destroyed Apocalypse before he was able to create himself, because Apocalypse wanted war on mutants and mankind from the start.
But didn't he become Rama-Tut's apprentice?
Yes. But I think they're gonna change it this time.
Man, I hope not. Fuck that.
I don't want Apocalypse to come back. One, because Oscar Isaac is Apocalypse.
Bro, no.
That's one thing.
No. Oscar Isaac ain't no Apocalypse. We could get we could get a CGI Apocalypse. They need to CGI that man and make somebody do the voice. That's what they need to do.
I thought he did pretty good as Apocalypse.
Nah, man.
The outfit
he wasn't
had on
menacing. I guess he was scary, but I don't know.
It was just the outfit and the makeup.
Nah, bro.
He sounded good. Some of the lines were good.
He said some of the lines. See, exactly, bro.
Yeah, but that's not his fault. That's what I'm
saying, though. That's what I'm saying.
Oscar Isaac's good. He could do everything.
Maybe he could do the voice. I would fuck with the voice. Somebody do the mocap, the CGI, make him a CGI character, but then do the voice.
Maybe that's Jake Lockley.
Huh?
That's the third personality.
Apocalypse coming through.
Like Mark is Moon Knight, Steven is Mr. Knight, and Jake
Is Apocalypse. Apocalypse is already here.
Anyway, after that, we see Mark go confront the gods about Arthur Harrow and wanting to put him on trial for his conspiracies against raising a Met's tomb. And Arthur Harrow shows up in his calm, cool, collective demeanor. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
And they're just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, guys don't ask him twice for some
Don't
reason.
they hint at the fact that they know, though? One of them?
I believe Hathor knows.
Mhm.
That's why she kind of told
They're
told
just
him
hands off, though.
where to go to meet Elil, Midnight Man. So he's put on trial, found innocent. Basically, they tell Khonshu if he continues to meddle in the affairs of Harrow's life or ever touches the sky again trying to change the stars, that he will be frozen in stone forever. Much like we see dozens and dozens of them frozen when they first walk into the tomb.
Man, I didn't even notice, like, right away. But yeah, that's
is
crazy.
very shocking because there's a lot of them. So that means somebody is knocking them down one by one.
The present in the ad, though, is Horus, Tefnut, Isis, Hathor, and Osiris. For those who didn't know. And the missing is everybody else.
Everybody.
Nephthys, Set, Shu, Anubis, Bast, Atum. We know where Bast is. We know why she's not there, but Atum. Everybody else.
There's obviously tons of discrepancies between Indian and Egyptian gods throughout time, but those are the base 9, 10. What does this mean for Gore the God Butcher?
Why are the two... I'm sorry, the four not there. The two. Why are the two not there?
The 4.
No, it's the two. Because
No, there's
is
5. There's
Khonshu
9.
one? Or is Khonshu technically not one right now? I don't know how the fuck this works.
No. See, exactly. Khonshu is not a fucking Egyptian god.
Okay.
Man's a stand-in. He's a mannequin, man. He's a phony.
He's a phony. Big fat phony.
So, I believe Gore has been slaughtering these Egyptian gods left and right. And having fun with the smile on his face while he does it. Shout out Christian Bale. Shout out American Psycho. Anyway, I believe that when Thor Love and Thunder starts, it's going to start off with Gore's family being destroyed and Null falling to the earth, giving him awareness of gods. He's going to steal and kill Null and steal the black sword. All black. Necro sword. And he's going to go on a rampage through gods and kill every single one of them. That's why we see so many little statues frozen in stone. If he didn't kill them, maybe he just froze them in stone and put them on trial. And like the 5 that we see now stopped Gore from completely slaughtering them.
That man ain't putting nobody on. Bro, if that man came to the trial and saw the other gods at the trial, he just kill everybody in the room.
Well, that's been something that's been kind of ticking me too, because we don't see the images of Gore we've seen so far. He doesn't have his tentacles, so I'm thinking maybe very high, maybe he's a judgmental Gore.
No,
in this
bro.
movie.
No,
and at
can't
the
have
at
no.
the and like
We
halfway
take no
through,
prisoners this
not
time,
even,
bro.
Not even at the end, like halfway through the movie, he like realizes the power of the Necro Sword and absolves his anger into that and gets his tentacles and then goes kills everybody.
Man, that would be
Christian Bale is a good actor, so he's never gonna do something to get one off. What he's gonna do is gonna be something that's gonna be a lasting effect on that performance.
I don't
So
know.
I don't think he's just going to play one role the whole time. I feel like he's going to have to go back and forth.
I hope.
Anyway, I hope so too. But what do you think this means, bro? What do you think?
So I think that since, you know, we're missing a few of the gods on the council, there could have already been some Gorr the God Butcher happening in this. Gorr's maybe already gone on his campaign, maybe Thor, and this take place at the same time.
Yeah.
Or possibly them gods just don't give a fuck. It's just
that's also true.
simple.
They could just be
like
hiding.
they could just not care about anything that's going on with that has anything to do with Khonshu and whatever. What does all this mean for the future of the MCU? Because it's crazy. They're bringing in different avatars for different gods. They're bringing in lots of gods. They're bringing in Thor, Love and Thunder, which has Gorr the God Butcher, who's killed, you know, as we were talking about, Balagur the Behemoth, which is just like they killed this, bro. This is ridiculous. Like everything is about to expand exponentially, and I don't see any stopping anytime soon. They said Doctor Strange was going to be the future of Marvel right now, and that to me means that all of this stuff that we're seeing is here to expand and take off. Like I just think they're going to keep bringing in more and more of this expansion of gods and of demons, you know, and just it's going to get crazy, which is why we need the Midnight Suns. Right, we need all them dudes. Midnight Suns.
I still want to know why the fuck Hathor is relevant.
my man is angry. Hathor. Man, maybe they died. That's what I'm saying. Gorr. But so Khonshu says the gods will imprison him in stone out of anger for messing with the sky. He says, I don't give a fuck. And we're wondering if does anybody else around the world notice that the sky is changing? Is it just this one singular area around this one singular particular region? Or is it everywhere? I assumed it would be happening everywhere, but it has been brought into question. We noticed during this trial that Khonshu's really trying to plead with the gods to go back to their original roots of helping humanity, in which they are just like, no, I'm just going to be hands off. Which we actually see like some humanity in Khonshu for this, but also we gotta remember that there was a Moon Knight run where they explained the history of Mark and Khonshu together, both. Khonshu has actually, in the comics, been watching Mark from a young age, breaking down his mind, which is why he has a fractured mind and has multiple personalities, because Khonshu is really just trying to hollow Mark out so that there's no more Mark left, so that then Khonshu can then take over and inhabit the body, which you know, it's crazy to think about that he may be planning just this crazy scheme to just get Mark's body, and we may be seeing the beginning and end of Mark breaking, which is nuts. It would be crazy to see Khonshu fully in control, but for now, we got Mark, and we got Moon Knight, and we got Mr. Knight, and we got Jake Lockley coming in, getting real violent for no reason.
Real violent.
For absolutely no reason other than to be violent. Like, this man came to twice, and then nobody understand what just happened. Like, Steven and Mark both confused. Like, what happened? We're in mid-stab. Steven's like, bro, why are you killing everybody? What is wrong with you? It's crazy to think about. Like, think about this. We got Moon Knight and Mark got one outfit. We got Mr. Knight and Steven got another outfit. But let's talk about Jake. Is Jake Lockley going to have his own outfit? That's the question. And if so, is it going to be that black and white one from the comics? You know what I'm talking about, bro?
No. What?
Bro, the Moon Knight outfit where he's shrouded, like his arms and his legs shrouded in black, but then like the rest of him kind of, and his face, I think, a little bit, but the rest of him all white. Bro, it looks badass. But like that suit in the comics is made of Kevlar and adamantium, bro. You know adamantium, bro. Wolverine, right? Yeah. Like, let's go, bro. We gotta get Wolverine in there. Get some Wolverine references.
Shout out Sandra Bullock for throwing Daniel Radcliffe's name in the hat again.
Yes.
Let's just get Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine.
Bro, I think you would do amazing. I think you can pull it off.
He would be amazing.
The
voice is the only thing he'd have to work on.
Yeah, he'd have to get his voice down.
Hugh Jackman, just go punch him in the throat.
It'd be straight. But
it has to be Hugh Jackman.
It has to be Hugh Jackman, just out of pure respect. Can he take a punch, and can it be directly in the throat? But in the comics, Jake is actually like a lot more violent than Mark, so it would make sense that the Jake personality is extremely violent. Jake is actually like a street brawler in the comics, and he gets a lot of his credit from street brawling. So to see that brought into here, like maybe Jake is just this brutal ass kicker, dude. Like, and there's just no rhyme or reason besides like escaping. Mark is just trying to escape and just trying to, Jake is the only one that can get them out of those situations. You know what I mean? So it's interesting to think about. So like in the comics, Mark, Jake, and Steven, and Moon Knight, and Mr. Knight are all separate personalities. But in here, it seems like there's 3 distinct personalities, which is why we also think that there can be potentially 3 different suits based off of each one's personality. So that's why you got Moon Knight, like the one that's the original avatar of Khonshu, which is why he's got like the wraps. You got Mr. Knight, who's Steven, who's a nice, like really proper gentleman, which is why he's in the suit. And then you got Jake Lockley. And maybe Jake Lockley is just Moon Knight, but just like in this dope outfit that's not got any wraps on it. That's just like a straight, like street brawling suit, like a Daredevil-esque type suit,
See, in the one like little comic panel that I saw Jake Lockley after the episode came out, he's in this kind of like dusty trench coat pullover with a Boston hat, and I'm just like, it would be hilarious if he just transformed
straight
with
up.
the little hat on and the jacket,
all white though, all white,
yeah, just
tight.
ready to beat somebody's ass
Yeah.
in the dark alley. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be the greatest comedy they could add to that, because Mr. Knight's killing it, but obviously gotta give the body back.
Maybe he's got like this heavy New York accent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just going hard. But what'd you think about this episode, bro?
I'm loving Moon Knight. It's, as you know, I've been in love with the Egyptian gods for a giant portion of my life. So to have a TV show that's done its research on it is a breath of fresh air to me every time I see it. And this episode, as much as it frustrated me with the Hathor thing, I'll get over it. It does this research very fucking well, and their recreation of the pyramids is beautiful. And the inside of the pyramid of Giza, I was stunned. Like the way he walked in there, I was like, hey, this is fake to you. I don't even have an idea of what I could be looking at, and you looking at something I want to go walk through. So, I'm just gonna snatch that moment.
Man, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it definitely enjoyed the fact that it picked up with the action. I still want a little bit more. I still want like this mystery to unravel a little bit quicker so that we can get past it. We can get back to the action. There's a lot of distraction when they do the slow burn. It's just kind of like, I want to get there.
Marvel's famous for episode 4s.
That's true. I heard episode 4 was lit. So
yeah, I'm thinking this is gonna just be action back to back.
So, what was your favorite part though? What was?
Seeing Ramatut's face on the back of that kid's jacket. I paused and I did a couple laps in my house. I was so happy.
So many major ramifications coming from Ramatut being involved.
So many theories I've gone off of just based on that one theory alone that I thought of so long ago, and it just allows them to all be in existence. Nothing's off the table yet. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part had to be seeing that beginning montage of like him blacking out and coming to, because just like I'm a big character dude, so like every time there's a new fucking personality or a character involved in anything, I'm like all for it, and I'm like, who is this new person and what do they do, you know? And I'm excited to see what Jake Lockley is about to do in these future episodes, because you know he's about to come out and probably about to really help them in this next episode get Khonshu back, you know, and that's where he's going to become super important, because some of those people got to be dealt with in different ways, you know what I mean? And he's the one.
Question: do they need Khonshu to summon the suit?
Yeah, I think so, because at the end of the episode, as Khonshu was being encased in stone, he was losing the suit. So
okay, I was just making sure that it was going to stay that same correlation.
And that's why they need Jake, because Jake pulls no punches. Jake doesn't have time for whatever they're trying to do. Jake just got to go and get in and get out. You know what I mean?
What's weird though is there's a scene in the comics where Mark is confronting Khonshu as Mark, and he basically like squeezes Khonshu's skull to the point of it exploding, but at the same time is absorbing.
I'll put that up right now too.
And it's that makes me think that he's gonna do the same thing at some point. Like, we don't need you anymore, Khonshu. Like, this is our suit now.
Like, I feel like Jake is a really good analog, or like a good parallel to Arthur Harrow and what he was saying. Like, Arthur Harrow was saying he started loving beating people and causing pain, and I think Jake is gonna be that guy. Like, Jake is gonna really enjoy that part of being Moon Knight. So I think there's definitely potential for, you know, all that. Who was your favorite character? Has your favorite character changed? Do we even need to go over that? I don't even know what you said last time, to be honest.
Honestly, Mark, or not Mark, Steven's my favorite.
Yeah, Steven.
Yeah, Steven.
Bro, Steven was hilarious. Bro, when Steven came out during the fight, it was like, okay, hold on.
I was almost waiting for him to like break the fourth wall and just like stop everything. He's like, this is why you don't get into things you're not ready for.
Deadpool style. And then he got skewered.
Yeah.
Oh
man, it's like, take the money back. Yeah, Steven is definitely my favorite. Anytime he's talking, honestly, it keeps a smile on my face.
Man, yeah, he is hilarious. I think that this time around I'm gonna go with Steven also. Steven's been up there the whole time. Steven's just a lovable guy. But seeing Mr. Knight come out, or no, I'm gonna go with Mr. Knight, because that was Mr. Knight. Yeah, that's how I'm seeing it. Mr.
I mean, it's
Knight.
the same person, but yeah,
same person, but you know what I mean. I enjoy when Steven is in the Mr. Knight outfit, because Steven acts a little bit more ridiculous than he would when he's not in the Mr. Knight outfit.
Yeah, his physical movements was like, it's just as good as Ryan Reynolds.
Bro,
it's
amazing.
It's
because they got the mask on, so you got to act a whole different way with the mask on. So, you know, he acts accordingly, and I think that's dope. That man, killing it. What'd you think? 1 out of 10 of this episode?
I'm giving this one 9.2 because of the Hathor thing.
A 9.2.
I gotta run it up for my guy Yalil.
I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5, because I did enjoy it more than the last episode. But man, I think that in the next episode, I think that's when it's gonna pick up, and that's what I've been waiting for. And these slow burns just get to me. So yeah, not an 8.5.
I love all the Egyptian talks. That's why.
Those
that's
are
why
dope.
I'm just chilling. I just be chilling. It's like, yes, keep talking about the sarcophagus. We fucking geeking.
But let us know what you think in the comments of this episode. Let us know what you think is going to happen in the next episode. Let us know who your favorite character is so far in Moon Knight. You have been listening to Nerds of the Round Table.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and as always, peace, love, and chicken grease.
Peace out!